Hello, my name's Roger Watson and I'm from the University of Hull. I don't know if, like me, you started using R for some fairly sophisticated analysis, in my case it was Mock and scaling, but bypassed some of the basics because that's all you were interested in doing, and you didn't, again like me, formally learn how to use R. One of the basics that bypassed me was how to create an .r file to save it and then to upload it again with the correct coding in it. I'm not talking about an R data file, I'm talking about an R file. I'm just going to give you a simple example here of how to do it because it's really very useful. Now, I always use R Studio as opposed to R. It gives you this view with the console here. That's just exactly the view you get of R when you use the straightforward R package. It's got a useful section here which records your history. You can have other tabs open here, and also the files that you want to work on should show up down here. What I'm going to do first of all is to set a working directory, and that's because that directory contains the files that I want. I know it happens to be on my F drive. You don't see the file here in this view, but if you open it, it appears down here in the dvopn for msp.sav file, which I want to work on, is there. And what I'm actually going to do is convert that file into an R file. It's just an example that I'm going to use here to show you how to do it. What I'm most interested in is how to save the R coding and subsequently to upload it again. So top left, beside this little plus, you press R script. Ignore any, in fact, ignore any previous files that are there. You can delete them if you want. I've already set my directory. What I want to do is to load up a library, and it's foreign that I want to use. You get predictive texting up here, which is very handy, and then do a carriage return. So the library foreign package is loaded, or will be loaded once I run this. Don't run it yet. Then I want to convert the data using data open less than hyphen, and then what you want to do is data frame. Make sure it's spelt properly. Data frame. Use the predictive texting if you can. And then I want to read an SPSS file, and I've got to tell it what the SPSS file is. Open brackets and open double quotes. It's dvopn for MSP, and it's .sav. I don't need to write anything else in there because it's all there. Let's just check it again. Library foreign data less than hyphen data.frame read SPSS, and that's the name of the file. Carriage return. Then I want to check the data are there and loaded using str, and I want to check the data with str data. Don't know what that command actually, don't know what str is for, perhaps you do. But what I want to do is mainly use this as an example to show you how to save an R file. Then to run it, you just hover anywhere over library foreign and run, and that loads the library foreign into the console. Then hover over that, click on anywhere on that and run that, and it's converted the data. You always get this sort of red error bar here, error message here, just ignore that. Then I want to check the data are actually there, and they are there, so that's good. Right, what I want to do now is to save this as an R file, so simply go to File and then Save As. I'm going to save it to the desktop so it's easily found, and I'm just going to call that let's call it R file, dvopn, something like that. It doesn't really matter what you call it, and then save it there, and it saves here as, in fact, as an R file, .r file. Right, to prove that that has worked, let's get rid of that file. Don't save. In fact, I'm going to close down altogether RStudio. You can start a new project if you want, but I think it's quicker to do it this way. Then what I'm going to do is to open a file from the desktop. It's the R file. Click it like that and it reads the coding straight into that area, and you can just run it as I did before. Once you've set your working directory, that is. So choose directory, F, and open. So I've set the working directory, carry on running it and checking the data, and it's done. So that's how to save one of these R files and how to upload it again, and these are well worth keeping for future use. I hope you found that useful. Thank you very much indeed.